안녕하십니까. 저는 오늘 제임스와 거대한 복숭아를 할 건데요. 영어로 진행하겠습니다. Hello everyone, I'm Edward Cho, and today I'm going to tell you about James and the Giant Peach. I really hoped it was James and the Flying Peach, but that didn't make any sense. So, the table of contents. First, I'll tell you about the author. I decided to do it in a new way. And then the main characters, the plot, and the scenes, what, blah, 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 blah.
No blah blah. 알았지?
So, about the author, the movies. Many of his stories, yes, were made into a movie, and yes, they are very famous. The first Roald Dahl movie was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know what this is about. I never even watched it or read it. After this movie, many more of his books were made into movies, like Matilda, Revolting Wives, stuff like that. Recently, Wonka is playing, and it's very famous. I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox and Wonka, and Fantastic Mr. Fox was literally fantastic. Now I know why the movie's called Fantastic Mr. Fox. James and the Giant Peach is also made into a movie. And this book that I'm telling you about right now, James and the Giant Peach, was actually the first Roald Dahl book to get published. What? No. Yes. Okay, now, the main characters. James, who had a happy life until he was 4 when his parents got eaten by a rhinoceros and has to live with his mean aunt, but is still kind and modest. And the insects, old green grasshoppers, silkworm, earthworm, centipede, ladybird, miss spider, and glowworm. And none of them are actually a worm except for earthworm. They like to argue with each other, especially centipede and earthworm. And they scare everyone when the peach crashes on the Empire State Building. And it lands right on the spiky spike. And it just stays up there. So, and they travel together with James. So, the plot. Okay, they didn't do anything mean, so don't worry. Except for squashing the horrible ant. Okay, so James in tragedy, lost his parents, has to live with his mean aunt, and doesn't get treated very nicely. And gets a big, gigantic peach from his little old peach tree that didn't have a thing for years. And Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker tries to eat it, but then Aunt Spiker has a great idea of letting people watch it and selling tickets for it. And it will take them twice to bring in a camera. Okay, then we are on an adventure. James and the giant insects break the stem, and they kind of roll away, except running away. They rolled away, get it? And they get attacked by sharks, and James, who just got the moment, said, "Hey, why don't we use all these seagulls? Oh, and you've got string, so we could tie your string to there." Yeah. And they bumped into a bunch of cloudmen, and it wouldn't have been such a trouble if Centipede didn't make rude signs with all 42 of his legs. That's horrible. And they couldn't stand it. And then all the lifting lines that connected the peach stem all the way to 50 yards to the seagulls, and they all get cut in one go by an airplane. And it just falls down. Who wants to know what happened afterwards? Rhetorical questions. I'm just going to tell you. So, what happened to James and the other insects? The peach falls on the Empire State Building, somehow gets the peach down to the ground safely, and all the giant insects find what they are good at and get jobs. That's where we are all good at what we are good at, aren't we? And then James now lives, guess where? In the gigantic, enormous, simply colossal peach seed. No emotion in that. Okay, the scene's what I liked most. Since Centipede teases Cloudman, he gets attacked by them. Pretty fun. What's the funniest? When On Sponge and Spiker get squashed by the gigantic peach. What's the coolest? 502 seagulls, making the peach a flying peach. And I didn't have space for this, so I didn't put this in my PPT. But the scene that impressed me the most, when Centipede cut the stem, they ran away. That impressed me so much. They had a go. Okay, let's get away from here. Let's have a go at a new life. And this really impresses me. So that's the highlight of this. So, any questions?
뭐가 임프레스했어요? 뭐가 터치했는지 한국말로 해줄 수 있나요?
영어로 했는데 일단 한국말로 다시 한번 해볼게요. 그러니까 지네가 이제 줄기를 자르고 도망갔잖아요. 얘네들이 여기에서 벗어나보자. 다른 곳에 가보자. 새로운 삶에 도전해보자. 저는 그게 가장 멋졌거든요. 그래가지고 그거였고. 다른 질문들 없나요? 그러면은 제가 마지막 한마디 하고 가겠습니다. 절망하지 말. 당신들도 제임스와 곤충처럼 절망하지 말고 계속 앞으로 나가보세요. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep going. Bye.